Hey folks, hey, what's going on? This is Wesley, Millionaire Virgin. Listen to me very closely. Listen to me very closely, okay? Do not let bills control your life, okay? Let me say that one more time. I'm Wesley, Millionaire Virgin. You know me. I'm a multi-millionaire, and I'm blessed. I'm highly favored, but I'm grateful to God that I have the ability to speak to people like yourself. But let me say this one more time. Do not let bills control your life. You know, I was just having a conversation with someone earlier, and, you know, they're getting ready to leave their job, but they're afraid. And they said, Wesley, I have bills. You don't understand. It's hard right now, Wesley. You don't understand. You don't understand, Wes, how hard it is right now. I got bills and I need a little something coming in while I'm trying to work on the dream. And what I'm telling you, see, I always want to be raw and I want to be real with you, because I think that sometimes you believe that it's a comfortable way to live the good life, okay? To live in the land of paradise. If you allow bills to control you, to control your emotions, to control what you will or won't do, you'll never be rich. You'll never be rich. Now, I'm telling you that from my heart, because I know this is the, you know what, let me tell you a story. When I quit my job 2 years ago, and when I had to leave a job that was paying me $15,000 per month, I had a small savings because I was spending money like crazy, right? And it was a moment that I thought to myself, well, you know, how am I going to pay these bills? Because, see, even though I leave the job, the bills keep coming, right? Every day, the light bill, the house note, the car note, the kids need food, the groceries, all this stuff doesn't stop. And I'm going to be honest with you, it was a time that when I quit my job, I went back because I got scared. I'm going to be honest with you. I was freaking afraid. And I was like, man, this is just too hard. I got to go back. I got to get something, and I got to go back to work. And guess what happened when I went back to work? When I went back to work, it took me 5 more years before I would ever leave my job again. Because, see, what happens is this. Most of you are so afraid of what you think is going to happen. See, this young man said, well, Wesley, I might lose everything, and I don't want to jump into a situation that's going to be worse. And what I was trying to tell him, because he wasn't listening. See, because when someone's in pain, and when they're thinking about what may go wrong, all they can see is the pain. Well, you don't understand, Wesley. If I can't pay the bills, you know, my kids can't eat, my wife going to be upset, I'm going to lose everything. See, when you're in that pain, you can't think effectively. And you can't focus effectively. And most of all, you can't listen. And most of you, the only reason why you won't leave your current situation is because you're afraid of what may happen. Does that make sense? You're afraid if you leave your job, if you leave the income that you're making right now and you want to chase your dream, you're afraid that, well, I won't be able to pay my car note. You know, where I'm going to stay, you know. I mean, automatically, it's like your brain fast forward to everything that's going to go wrong in your life. And what I was trying to get that young man to consider, and this is what I want you to consider, because this is what I had to do 3 years ago, and it changed my life. You know, we want to say that God's got it. Well, you know, God's going to take care of me. God's got it. You know, everything's going to work out. But we only say that when things are clear, when things are certain, when life is going the way that we want it to go. But as soon as you have any uncertainty, as soon as you leave a situation, your brain automatically, you forget about God, you forget about faith, You forget about everything that you've been preaching to yourself. But let me share this with you. I'm going to let you go because I got to go work out. When you tell yourself, whenever you leave your current situation, your job, you know, whatever income you're making, and whenever you boldly go and chase your dream, let me share what happened to me. I told myself this one thing. True story. I said, Wesley, you're going to be okay. Everything is going to work out in your favor. You just left your job. That was the best decision you can make, because now you're not stressed out. You're not overwhelmed. You're not listening to people you don't want to listen to. You're no longer taking orders. And guess what, Wesley? Your bills are going to be paid. As a matter of fact, you're going to make more money than you've ever imagined because you left a situation that was holding you back. Because Wesley Virgin, your bills do not control your life. My bills is not going to stop me from living my God-given dream. My bills are not going to keep me away from my destiny. I told myself that, and I screamed. And I remember I was in tears. Tears were coming down my eyes because at the same time I was afraid. But like it says in the Bible, you must speak boldly of the things that you desire, the things that you want. Even though you're in pain, even though you're crying, even though you're uncertain, even though you don't know the answer, you have to speak boldly, boldly of the things and confess them boldly. And guess what? It worked out. I'm not going to say that I didn't have any issues. I'm not going to say I didn't have any problems. I didn't say it was some times that maybe I had to lose a couple of things, but it was okay. Because that decision that I made, that I believe that most of you are going to make one day, every decision that you make, it's always going to work to your good. It's always going to work to your good. Let me say that one more time. Every decision, if you say, you know what, today is my last day at my job, I'm just leaving. Or maybe they fired you. Or maybe they let you go. All I want you to do is do the same thing I did 2-3 years ago. I had $1,000 in my bank account. I said, I confess boldly that everything is working out in my favor. I confess boldly that now I'll be able to fulfill my dreams. I confess boldly that now I'll be able to live exactly what God wants me to live. I will be able to experience things that other people would never experience. Do not let bills control your life. Don't let your bills determine how you're going to live your life. Don't let bills determine what moves you're going to make in life. Don't feel like you're like in this bastion, or you in this prison. Most of you feel like you're in this prison cell because you can't move out because you're afraid that if you leave, you're not going to be able to pay the bills. But yet you say, God's got it. I'm like this. If you really believe that, believe it. But instead of saying that God's got it, say that you got it. Because God has no personality. God is a reflection in man and man alone. He is in you. All the power, or the intellect, or the brain power, or the creativity that you need to be able to be self-reliant, you have it. Do not let bills control your life. Don't let your bills, don't let the light bill, the car note, the credit card bills, forget that. Who cares? Throw bills in the trash. If you can't pay it, throw it away. Stop focusing on that. A bill is nothing but a piece of paper saying that you owe something. And guess what? Hell, if you lose something, that means that you shouldn't have it right now. Guys, I wanted to jump on here because I wanted to encourage you and I wanted to give you hope. I hope and I believe and I expect that something I said today touched someone, that they now know that their bills, the light bills, the problem, the situation is not going to control their life. I know it's hard. I know it's tough, because guess what? I've been there. But that makes me different from most people in the world. People that make millions of dollars, people that have built these massive amounts of companies, they are fearless. They're fearless, guys. And when you're fearless, you don't let anything stop you from getting and receiving the glory, the joy, the wealth that you deserve. Don't let bills control your life. Woo! I like that. Hey guys, much love. Go ahead and share this video out if you felt something. Share this video out and like it if you are going. I'm not saying that you're going to quit your job, but when you think about your bills, don't let your bills make you feel upset and sad and scared. Be courageous. Understand your bills is nothing but a piece of paper that say that you owe something. You can have credit card statements of debt. It doesn't matter. They can't do anything to you but turn things off, take things from you, or lower your credit score, baby. But they can't take your life. They can't take your joy. They cannot take your happiness. They cannot take your wealth. They cannot take your tenacity. They cannot take your courage. They cannot take your willpower. They cannot take your desire at all. That's for you. Hey guys, much love. I love you guys so much. Thanks for sharing and liking this video. I'll be on tonight. This is Wesley, $1 Million Virgin. Let's go. Motivated, dedicated, motivated, dedicated, motivated, dedicated, motivated, dedicated. Let's go.